But the momentous breakthrough that we're here to celebrate tonight is more than the end of the war in Gaza. It's with God's help, it'll be the new beginning for an entire beautiful Middle East.
It is critical now that all parties follow through on the commitments. Decommissioning of weaponry of Hamas is hugely and critically important for the future peace.
After mediators and US President Donald Trump signed a document ending the war in Gaza on October 13th, the president said that everyone would want to join the Abraham Accords. Trump said that a Gaza ceasefire deal had opened the door to rebuilding as he attended a summit of world leaders in Egypt.
But the momentous breakthrough that we're here to celebrate tonight is more than the end of the war in Gaza. It's with God's help, it'll be the new beginning for an entire beautiful Middle East. From this moment forward, we can build a region that's strong and stable and prosperous and united in rejecting the path of terror once and for all. We want to get rid of the terror and get on to other things. There are many other things in life that are so good.
Trump arrived in the Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh shortly before sunset for the gathering of more than 20 heads of state, which he co-chaired with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. The signing followed an agreement between Egypt, Qatar and Turkey with Trump on the Gaza ceasefire deal. Before signing, Trump described the document as very comprehensive, noting that it would outline the rules and regulations for Gaza's future.
In one sense, it's so horrible that it could have taken place, but in another sense, it's so beautiful to see a new and beautiful day is rising, and now the rebuilding begins. The rebuilding is maybe going to be the easiest part. I think we've done a lot of the hardest part because the rest comes together. We all know how to rebuild, and we know how to build better than anybody in the world.
The ceasefire, agreed last week, halted one of Israel's largest offensives of the conflict, an all-out assault on Gaza City that had killed scores of people each day. According to a statement from the Egyptian President's office, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met with the presidents of France and Turkey, Qatar's emir, and other regional leaders to coordinate the implementation of the Gaza ceasefire and reconstruction efforts. Trump extended his thanks to leaders across the region, saying they had achieved the unthinkable with the peace deal between Hamas and Israel. Trump also said mediators' shared commitment to the 20-point peace plan he outlined for Gaza will be the crucial foundation for a great, glorious and lasting peace. Trump emphasized that rebuilding must now begin, and reconstruction requires demilitarisation and a new, honest civilian police for Palestine.
We've all agreed that supporting Gaza must be done to lift up the people themselves, but we don't want to fund anything having to do with the bloodshed, hatred, or terror, as has happened in the past. And for the same reason, we're also agreed that Gaza's reconstruction requires that it be demilitarized and that a new, honest civilian police force must be allowed to create a safe condition for the people in Gaza. As I said earlier, I intend to be a partner in securing a better future. We're going to be working, you're going to be working with the United States, and we're going to make sure that the Middle East is going to be a safe and secure place. It's a very important place in the world.
Efforts are already underway to determine how to implement the later stages of the plan, which call for Israel to withdraw from Gaza in phases and for Hamas to hand over its weapons. After the Gaza ceasefire agreement was signed in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi said a two-state solution was the only way to achieve the ambitions of the Palestinians and the Israelis and live in peace.
I reaffirm our support and aspiration for the implementation of this plan, creating the political horizon necessary for the implementation of the two-state solution, as it is the only way to achieve the legitimate aspirations of the Palestinian and Israeli peoples to end the conflict and live in peace.
President Sisi called on the Israeli people to make this historic moment the start of a brighter future for the region.
From this perspective, while the peoples of the region all enjoy and continue to enjoy their right to independent national states, The Palestinian people are no exception. They too have the right to determine their destiny and look forward to a future free from the specter of war. They also have the right to enjoy freedom and to live in their independent state, a state that lives side by side with Israel in peace, security, and mutual recognition.
Sisi also assured that Egypt will work with the United States, in coordination with all partners, to lay the common foundations for reconstruction of Gaza.
Egypt will work with the United States, in coordination with all partners in the coming days, to lay the common foundations for moving forward with the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip without delay. In this context, we intend to host the Early Recovery, Reconstruction, and Development Conference, which will build on our plan to end the war in Gaza. This will provide the means of livelihood for Palestinians on their land and give them hope, for peace is only complete when a hand is extended to rebuild after destruction.
Trump specifically acknowledged Egypt and thanked Sisi for his role as a mediator.
And I'm deeply honored to receive from you Egypt's highest state honor, the Order of the Nile. The Nile is so beautiful, so magnificent. It's such a beautiful title, the Order of the Nile. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Great honor.
Standing at the podium with world leaders behind him, Trump acknowledged Qatar, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia, boasting that together they have achieved peace in the Middle East.
On this extraordinary occasion, I also want to give our sincere thanks to President Erdogan of Turkey. He's always there when I need him. He's such a tough guy. He is tough as you can be, but we love him. And when they have a problem with you, they always call me to handle it. And usually I come through. I also want to thank, I just spoke to him on the phone, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed, Saudi Arabia, a special friend of mine. He's come so long and so far, and he's doing a fantastic job for his country. And I want to just thank him. And, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed of the United Arab Emirates is here.
He and the leaders of Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey, the key mediators, held an official signing ceremony for the Gaza peace plan. Notably absent were Israel and Hamas, the parties expected to abide by the plan. Meanwhile, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer on October 13th announced that the United Kingdom is prepared to assist in monitoring the Gaza ceasefire and in dismantling Hamas's weapons and military capabilities within the enclave.
Well, today is a really historic day, so we do need to start there, and real credit to President Trump and the other leaders who got us to this place. But you're absolutely right. The challenge now is tomorrow and implementation, and therefore, yes, today is historic, but what happens tomorrow really matters. And that's why what I've been discussing with leaders all day is what part can we play? And we, the United Kingdom in particular, I think, can play a part in monitoring the ceasefire, but also decommissioning the capability of Hamas and their weaponry, drawing on our experience in Northern Ireland. So the question today has already moved to how do we implement, how do we make sure this moves forward? And it's really important that we keep that focus. We mustn't have any missteps now.
Starmer also emphasised the decommissioning of weaponry of Hamas is hugely and critically important for the future peace.
It is critical now that all parties follow through on the commitments. Decommissioning of weaponry of Hamas is hugely and critically important for the future peace. We have got experience in this in relation to Northern Ireland and the decommissioning of the IRA's weaponry, and that's why I do think, and I have suggested the UK would be well placed to carry out that vital role.